Yeah!
Gotta get their fast shot.
Yeah!
Gotta get their fast shot.
Hello Britball Nation and welcome to the BUCS Premiership Power Rankings following Week 10. Some big games this past weekend, both in terms of their impact on the league and the scorelines themselves, so we're expecting to see some shifts in this week's rankings. You'll be aware we didn't get rankings out last week. By the time we had the videos good to go, it was Friday and it would have been pretty much out of date as soon as they were live. However, you can go check out what we were planning to go with over in this week's scoop that came out late last night. Remember, if you want DC to keep producing content like this, you need to make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and like and share this content. Alternatively, you can get involved yourself, as we announced in this week's scoop that we'll be opening up Team DC to applicants this week, and we'd love to hear from passionate peeps from across the nation who are eager to give something back to the game they love. That said, let's dive right into the Week 10 rankings.
10.
It's been a rough couple of weeks for the Cougars as they're yet to actually put up any points in 2017. Sure, they've faced the top two teams in the south, but at least before the break they were typically finding pay dirt one way or another. They'll need to get that offensive rhythm back and soon, else they could be the odd ones out in the Prem South if they can't put in a win against either Bath or Swansea before the season's out.
9.
Bath might have fallen a long way since the heady days of their explosion win, but despite sitting at 1 and 6, their season's not yet over. Their defence is beginning to show some of its early season form, or the British weather's just giving them a helping hand, and a win by 6 or more points over Kingston in their final regular season fixture could well see them hold on to their place in the Premiership.
8.
The Renegades climbed slightly thanks to the Cougars' slide. They're winless, but it's not through lack of being competitive, as they've come close in near enough every fixture so far this season. They're not necessarily done in the Prem just yet, as if they're able to snag at least a 3 points or more win away from Derby in Week 12, or perhaps even upset the Saints who they ran close in Week 2, and get a helping hand from Loughborough against the Braves, the Renegades could yet be playing Prem balling for at least one more year.
7.
It seems like a long old time ago that we had the Braves sat atop our power rankings after they took a shootout win away from the reigning Prem North champs way back in Week 1. Since then, the Braves have found only a single additional win, and the clan bullied them for a near 50 burger in their second meeting. Statistically, it's down to either Derby or NTU, as the Hill be relegated from the north, so it's time for some clutch plays from Derby's Scholar Dollars to save their season.
6.
Lugbug are locked into playoffs, but they've taken 2 heavy losses to the top 2 teams in the conference since the Christmas break, and will be looking to rediscover some swag as they take on a vulnerable looking Braves team in their regular season finale. Few teams want to head into the postseason with a losing record, so Sunday's game gives Loughborough the chance to tie up their season even Stevens.
5.
Titans climb a little in the rankings, but only due to others sliding. They barely scraped past the Bees a fortnight ago, and this past week the Hurricanes manhandled a Titans team that travelled across country for a midweek fixture. We get the sense they would have rather have avoided playing. Lacking coaches and key starters, they picked up a couple of late compensatory scores, but were otherwise soundly beaten by Hearts.
4.
The Lions stay sat at number 4. The reigning national champs have shown steady improvement on offense as the season's gone on, and we were really looking forward to their season finale against the conference topping Hurricanes, as it had all the hallmarks of being another quality shootout. However, worrying news out of the Lions' den is that starting QB Sammy Lee Baker, that went down in the second quarter against Bath last weekend, and announced on Facebook earlier today that due to fractures in his spine, his time as QB for the Lions is done. Obviously this is a huge loss to the Lions, and in truth Uniball as a whole, and we certainly join the rest of the nation in wishing Sammy Lee the very best, with hope that there's still a route back to balling for him. Knowing the Lions, they'll always have a home for him, and you know what, we'll happily take you on at Team DC too, Sammy. Did we mention that we're recruiting? What this means for the Lions season and who steps up to the plate following this? We'll have to wait and see.
3.
In typical Sterling fashion, they continue to put in their more convincing performances post-Christmas, having had a chance to scheme to better meet the challenge presented by their opponents. Whatever happens, they'll need some help from others if they want to retain their conference crown, but Week 12 will be the true test of whether they've turned things around as they meet the Durham Saints for round 2 in the regular season finale.
2.
Yep, the Saints no longer hold the top spot after many weeks at the peak of our rankings. We at DC have heard some worrying rumours that Saints star QB Dominic Boner may be done for the year, with this possibly having links to a previous performance-enhancing drugs violation in the summer of 2016. Certainly it looks like Boner was not under centre for the Saints on Sunday, though that didn't stop them taking away a comfortable win from the Braves despite trailing at the half. We should stress that this is currently mostly speculation and related to claims that have been passed on to DC from across the league, and Boner may not have taken the field on Sunday for entirely separate reasons. We've contacted the Saints for comment and are waiting to hear back from them, and of course we'll share what we learn with the nation as and when we know more.
1.
And yes, the Hurricanes are our number 1 team in the entirety of Uniball in Week 10. What's more, it's not like the rumours of troubles under centre for the Saints are even the only reason we've seen the Canes climb to the number 1 spot. The reality is they've put out repeated dominant performances in recent weeks, putting up precisely 35 points for 4 straight games. Actually, that's kind of a little bit spooky. There you have it, nation, lots of changes to our rankings to each and every tier. Obviously we're eager to also hear your thoughts, so never hesitate to get in touch and tell us where we've gone wrong. Like, subscribe and share and all that good stuff. It literally costs you nothing, takes mere moments to do, but means that each day you're doing your own little bit to contribute to growing the game in the UK and helping the sport reach a wider audience. Remember, you can check out this week's scoop if you want to catch up with last week's unreleased power rankings, and as always, play hard, play safe, and go check out Chris Fox's piece looking at the Oxford Saints experiences with the Nice Dolphins last autumn over on doublecoverage.com.